Hi, today I'm going to be talking about an issue I'm concerned about, and it's the global warming and its effect on the rising sea levels. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of this issue before, and almost all the time until we become more or less indifferent towards it. Now, when the schools or workplaces or hostels restrict the use of air cons or electricity, is it the global warming or is it the electrical bills that we are concerned about? The answer to that question is pretty much obvious. That's why I would like to draw your attention to this global issue, because we are currently unaware of the effects the rising sea levels may have on the human population and the natural environments. Statistics have shown that the annual rise in sea levels is approximately 3.3 millimeter per year, and it's by this much. Now that doesn't seem to be a lot in comparison to the Earth's surface area, and that amount of water seems more or less insignificant to us. But it's a lot, okay? Researchers have calculated that in a few decades ahead, many cities around the world are at risk of being flooded. And 5 of them are in ASEAN, namely Manila, the Philippines, Jakarta, Indonesia, Bangkok, Thailand, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and Yangon in Myanmar. Other cities also include New York City, Mumbai, Guangzhou, Shanghai, and New Orleans. Now, what would happen if these cities are to be flooded? What's going to follow is a dampening of the world's economy, which is already in a bad state today. The economy is going to stop running and things are going to get bad, you know? The problems also include increased coastal erosion, higher storm surge, flooding, inhibition of primary production process, more extensive coastal inundation, loss of property and coastal habitats, flood risk and potential loss of life, loss of cultural resources and values, loss of tourism, recreation, and transportation functions. Now, do we want all these problems to occur just because of a lack of concern? I'm pretty sure not. Now, I'd like to focus your attention on the impact of the rising sea levels on Singapore. Sadly, just like every other countries in the world, Singapore will be at risk of being flooded one day, although that may take part of the later staging time because it's not part of the low-lying region. But imagine what it would be like if one day you open up your window, just like any other day. When you look down the street is flooded. Cars are slowly moving by and people are struggling to walk along the pavement. That is bad, isn't it? But this is what is already happening in many parts and cities around the world. Now, we do not want that to happen to us. We have to take actions to slow down the process of global warming today. We, consisting of millions of people, cannot rely on the government alone to construct flood prevention projects and initiatives to prevent flooding in Singapore. And that is why the responsibility lies within our hands, and we have to start taking actions today. Countries have started taking steps to prevent their cities from being flooded. For instances, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand proposed plans to build walls along the coast of their capitals to prevent seawater from entering the city. They also have plans to build these huge pumps to pump water out into the sea. But suppose they have the wall, it's going to prevent the seawater from entering the city. But given that the sea levels continue to rise every day and every year, at one point in time, the sea level is going to exceed that of the wall, and it's going to flood the city anyways. Another example is in Vietnam. They have plans to deepen and widen the rivers and canals so that water will flow at a faster rate into the sea. But what would happen if the sea levels is to be rising higher than that of the river? The water is going to be stuck there. It's not going to go anywhere. So these plans are functional, but they're not going to last forever because we're solving the symptoms and not the root cause, and we should be doing the exact opposite. Ice caps are melting, sea levels rising, cities are sinking, and most importantly, polar bears are dying. And that is why I'm encouraging all of you to make small, simple steps, like turning off your lights or aircon whenever unused, use recycled and reused products, conserve energy, planetary, and encouraging others to do so as well. Because together, we can do this. We can stop global warming, and the time to start is now.